From 9 News, this is your news today.
Good morning and welcome to your news today. Coming up this Tuesday, Canberra's worst kept secret. Barnaby Joyce officially joins forces with Pauline Hanson. Plus, terrifying video captures the moment a massive black bear attacks a zookeeper in China. And yikes, man versus robot. Robot 1, man 0. A CEO beaten by his own creation in battle.
First up, America's top diplomats have reaffirmed the strength of the Australia-US alliance as our foreign and defence ministers meet with their counterparts in the US capital. Live now to Nine's Washington correspondent Lauren Tomasi. Lauren, good morning to you. These high-level talks started well with a very warm welcome.
Yeah, Sylvia, from the get-go, America's top diplomat and the Pentagon chief were really heaping on praise to Australia, reinforcing just how important the relationship is between our two nations. You had Marco Rubio, along with Pete Hegseth, who were amping up the ability of what we can achieve together as allies. There was a focus on critical minerals and that agreement, which was signed by Prime Minister Anthony Albanese here at the White House with Donald Trump in October, and also a focus on the all-important AUKUS submarine pact, which has just been greenlit in its review from the Pentagon. Certainly there is a bit of pushback here in Washington to increase defence spending on Australia's behalf, but certainly the state of this union between Australia and the United States is looking very strong this morning.
Lauren, thank you.
We have a Today weather alert now. Sydney is waking up to smoky skies from bushfires burning across the state as the temperatures set to soar again. Let's go to Today Sydney reporter Jack Hahn, who is in Penrith. Jack, some areas are again going to near 40 degrees today.
They certainly will. TC, good morning to you, but we are starting out with smoky skies here in Sydney. A live look over the Harbour Bridge, giving you an idea. We've just got that little layer at the moment, which we are tracking. Nothing to be really too concerned about. The only alerts being issued this morning apply to people that suffer from asthma and breathing conditions, so keep that in mind as you head out the door this morning. We are aiming for a top temperature of 38 degrees here in Penrith, 36 in Parramatta and Campbelltown, 30 in the city, 27 along the coast. Those bushfires continue to burn this morning. They are at advice level, but a police investigation is underway into at least one of them, that really bad one in Coolewong that destroyed 16 homes with the potential it was deliberately lit. David.
All right, thanks, Jack.
The Reserve Bank will meet today for the final time this year. The Big Four banks say there's no chance of a rate cut, with markets betting the RBA's next move in 2026 will be a rate hike. It comes as government spending remains high, with households also still spending. Barnaby Joyce and Pauline Hanson have made it official. The former Deputy Prime Minister confirming he's joining One Nation. The pair visited a cattle sale yard in northeast New South Wales yesterday before announcing on a Tamworth radio station he had joined the party.
I've made the move. I've joined One Nation.
We're part of this community. We are the community of Australia. You know, I've got skin in this game. This is my country.
I think that Pauline has done an incredibly important job for our nation.
A poll in 9 newspapers reveals 39% of coalition voters say they'd be more likely to vote for One Nation if Barnaby Joyce was the leader.
Breaking news now, and the entire northern coast of Japan is this morning under a tsunami alert after a 7.6 magnitude earthquake struck 80 kilometres off its north coast. It hit around 11:15 p.m. local time, with a tsunami warning now issued for multiple regions, with the threat of waves of up to 3 metres high. There is also a tsunami advisory in place for the Miyagi and Fukushima areas. Up to 90,000 people have been ordered to evacuate. The country's nuclear plants, such as Fukushima, have been reviewed and pose no risk. Prince Harry has had a small win, with the UK Home Office to review his access to security while visiting the country, which could pave the way for a royal reunion. Live now to 9 Europe correspondent Mimi Becker in London. Mimi, talk us through the details here.
Sylvia, Prince Harry has always said he doesn't feel comfortable bringing his children or his wife from the United States to the UK since his police protection was stripped from him when he stepped back from royal duties. He took the matter to the High Court early this year and lost, but now it's said to be under review directly with the Home Office, and a decision is expected to be made by January next year. As you say, that could pave the way for a royal reunion between the King, Prince Harry and the children. children. Now, we have seen Queen Camilla out and about today in London. She visited the set of the TV drama Rivals in honour of her late friend Dame Jilly Cooper. She met the cast and crew, and she also revealed that she binge-watched the show last year when she had pneumonia and that she absolutely loved it. But from TV drama to family drama, we also have an update on Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor and Sarah Ferguson. They are expected to step out in public for the first time since being exiled from the royal family. They're due to attend their granddaughter's christening on Friday, so all eyes will be on St James's Palace to see Andrew and Sarah there.
Mimi
Sylvia.
Becker in London, thank you. A zookeeper in China is lucky to be alive after being attacked by a massive black bear. The beast was part of a live bear show at a safari park when things went pear-shaped, the bear body slamming its handler to the ground as others tried to intervene, one even grabbing a basketball hoop to try and distract it. The keeper confirmed he was okay, remarkably, saying the bear is food obsessed and was after a big bag of treats he had.
Wow, hide your picnic baskets. All right, a major shake-up could be underway in Hollywood after Paramount launched a hostile takeover bid for Warner Brothers Discovery worth more than $150 billion. Let's go live to US correspondent Jonathan Kersley, who's outside Warner Brothers in LA. Jono, this comes just days after Netflix made its own bid for part of the company.
It does, and it is a huge hostile takeover bid, as you mentioned, 150 billion Australian dollars from Paramount to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery and all of the products it has on offer, including the likes of the Harry Potter franchise, the Looney Tunes cartoons, and a bit of Tom and Jerry as well. It is against the $100 billion offer put forward by Netflix to acquire part of Warner Brothers. There has been some level of concern by the US president, who said Netflix essentially could wield too much power if its deal does go through. The Paramount deal would essentially try to take on the streaming giant that is Netflix and move the Warner Brothers products onto the Paramount Plus streaming service. But David, this isn't just about film and movie production, it's also about news services here too, because Paramount's bid includes an offer for CNN to move it alongside CBS News. Either way, whichever path either of these deals goes down, it is going to take a considerable amount of time and a lot of approvals, maybe even including the president too.
There is a lot on the line. Thanks, Jono.
A Chinese robotics company has released footage of its robot kicking their CEO to the ground. Employees were seen holding their breath while the boss was beaten up, the CEO claiming the kick was too brutal. The company says the simulated battle was meant to dispel doubts that its latest robot was real. Tim Tams are going global. Arnott's has secured $45 million in government funding to improve manufacturing and take on the world market. Since being stocked in the UK, more than 5 million packets have been sold. Who doesn't love a Tim Tam? Starting in 1865, the company employs over 2,500 Aussie workers across 5 facilities.
Send it to the world.
Send it to the world. Well, it's Bob Hawke's birthday, and a Sydney brewery is celebrating in style, offering a daring discount to those chucking a sickie.
One who's not doing that is today's Sydney reporter Gabrielle Boyle in Marrieville. Gabby, you're at work. No discount for you.
I couldn't chuck a sickie today, guys, because it's my last day before my Christmas break, and it would have been a bit obvious to the boss that I was chucking a sickie, I reckon. But if you are inclined to chuck the occasional sickie, today could be a good day for it. December 9, 1929 is Bob Hawke's birthday, and to celebrate here at the Bob Hawke Beer and Leisure Centre, they are offering just shy of 50% off beers to anyone that can prove they have chucked a sickie to come in here and have a few cold beverages. The reason being, of course, Bob Hawke, a pretty larrikin Prime Minister in our history books, famous for sculling beers, and of course you'll remember this very famous quote when we won the America's Cup.
I tell you what, any boss who sacks anyone for not turning up today is a bum.
What a moment in history, right? What do you reckon? Would you chuck a sickie to come in and get 50% off a beer?
I don't know, I'd buy that jacket though.
Yeah,
The jacket that you had back in the day for the America's Cup, wasn't it?
Iconic, all of it is iconic.
Thanks, Gabby.
Very good. Okay, taking a look this morning at the weather across the country. Warm and dry conditions for most of the country today, with a possible early shower on the way for you in Melbourne.
While Darwin can expect a storm for your Tuesday. Lots happening.